Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Evan, back for another episode of Crypto Courage, and we're going to get into the death of the Federal Reserve. So the Federal Reserve cut rates for the first time in 9 years. After saying they would be tightening and raising rates this year, now they're cutting rates. The Federal Reserve has lost all credibility and I believe is being outsmarted or outplayed by Trump. Trump is going to keep all the blame on the Federal Reserve, which is where it should be. So, as you can tell by the title of the video, I think the Federal Reserve as we know it won't be around much longer. And there's a lot of different really smart people on YouTube who have a wide array of opinions on what's about to happen next, and I like to listen to a lot of those people. So personally, I like the X22 report a lot. Man, that guy doesn't rest. I swear, he is a machine. He puts out like a more political video and a financial video daily. The guy's a beast. Anyway, I think X22 report and Vic's Weir got a good sense of what's going on. So I'm skeptical on Trump and a lot of his policies. Mike Maloney has done good videos about his tariffs. I for a long time shared the same view as Chris Wayne and Jeff Berwick when it came to Trump. But I listened to X22 and SGT report and some other guys. Vic's Weir, it really makes me think maybe there are some good guys in control. Now, just because there's some good guys, taking some positions of power, or that there's, maybe a little bit of hope out there, doesn't mean we should not work on ourselves. And that's one thing Chris Wayne talks a lot about, is improving ourselves and not waiting for any collectivist messiah to come save us. And I totally agree with that mindset. I like his real friends, real skills, real wealth mentality. I disagree with him on crypto. I think Bitcoin is real wealth, but I think he gets hung up on something being digital, therefore it's an illusion because it's digital. I don't see it that way. But overall, I agree with what he's saying. But back to Trump, I think X22 report has a good, seems like he's got a good understanding of what's going on, and what he says really resonates with me. And that is that Donald Trump is going to nationalize the Federal Reserve. And there's been a few times where the currency of the United States wasn't created by a central bank, but was in fact created by the United States Treasury. And I think it's Bix was saying that the Fed will become part of the Treasury. Donald Trump in his tweets against Libra, he mentioned the United States dollar. He didn't mention the Federal Reserve note. So, and when it comes to Donald Trump and cryptocurrency, I feel like he could be just kind of saying he's against it when he's really for it. Donald Trump is all about, he wants America to be technologically advanced. Like, if you take him at his word, he wants to be a leader in technology. So I don't see him actually being against blockchain and cryptocurrencies. I think right now he has to say that. But I think like Bix has kind of got it right too. Like, same thing with Warren Buffett. Like, it's not ready yet. If Donald Trump and Warren Buffett were coming out telling everyone to go buy Bitcoin, just imagine what the price would do. They're not ready. If they're going to back the dollar with Bitcoin, this is a hypothetical, but if they were, they're going to need to accumulate a lot of Bitcoin, and what's the best way to do that? Keeping the price down. So, I was listening to Crypto Blood yesterday talk about how he thought that was silly, that people think Donald Trump could actually be for crypto, say he's against it. And like, man, people, I'm sure, who are very influential people can say something publicly, whereas, you know, privately or behind closed doors, they might tell you something a little different, you know, or they might feel a different way. So, yeah, man, that's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Now, Donald Trump might not like crypto. Back to the main topic, though, is X22 had a great video about Donald Trump setting up to nationalize the Federal Reserve. I'll link it down below. Check it out. Yeah, I'll also link below Bill Still's video, where he basically advocates for this. And like I was saying earlier, there's a few times in our nation's history where we had national currencies, with like Benjamin Franklin. You know, he was a printer. You know, he invented a lot of things in the way of printing, from what I understand, and he was in favor of paper money. And we had the colonial script, continental dollar, I believe it was called. Both of those, I think that's the same thing, colonial script and the continental dollar. Yeah, there's another great video, I'll link it below, by Edwin Vieira, which runs through the whole history of American currency. But yeah, back to Bill Still, he actually advocates for something like what Benjamin Franklin and then also Abraham Lincoln had, the greenbacks. And yes, these were paper money minted by the Treasury. And even our coins today are minted at the Treasury. So I'm a big coin roll hunter. I love coin roll hunting. Shout out to Quinn's Coins, Coin Op, and what are some other ones? I'll link some other great coin roll hunting channels down there. I really hope Quinn's Coins gets into cryptocurrencies. I remember a while back him saying he was going to look into it. But yeah, that's another reason why I like coins so much, is because they're minted by the Treasury and not the Federal Reserve. Anyway, I could see Donald Trump taking us back to a gold standard and doing away with the Federal Reserve, or bringing it, nationalizing it, bringing it into the government. Another person I respect a lot, who unfortunately just passed away, rest in peace, Jenks. he was talking about going back to a the U.S. going back to a gold standard, and that would kind of keep Bitcoin from going crazy parabolic for like another decade or something, or 2 decades. And but I think he believed that Bitcoin would, win the battle against what's better, has superior money against gold in the long run. But I think he saw it as being a ways out, and that the best answer to the problem we have coming up, the worldwide financial problem. I really found a couple of his interviews I watched with Tone really fascinating, and I thought his idea of us going back to a gold standard was pretty spot on. And that makes sense to me. There's a lot of people talking about, some sort of overnight reset type of thing. Just watched an interesting video of Nomad Capitalist who kind of thought this view of an overnight reset is silly. I kind of think the opposite. I think if you don't think there's going to be some black swan events or some major, things coming, I don't know, man, I disagree. It's not doom or gloom, it's just, there's a such thing as black swans, and when we're dealing with as much leverage in the system as we have, I think he pretty much goes on to contradict himself. He says it's unsustainable, but I don't know. I don't think, something that's unsustainable all of a sudden breaks down. So yeah, I think there's going to be some major events coming, something like 2008, but bigger. And it could be like what Jim Rickards says, like the governments get together and overnight revalue gold to 10,000. The world could take on the SDR or something, and they would be backed by gold. I don't see Trump getting on board with that. I feel like he would make Treasury would just start making the money. So I think that's what's coming. Trump's just got to keep the markets and all the other GDP and unemployment and all the other numbers that matter. As far as gauging the health of the economy, he's just got to keep those looking good till election time. After he gets reelected, which I believe he will, then you'll see him come out and explain why he had to do a lot of the things he's doing now that a lot of the free traders give him flack for. So right now he has to keep the system together because, like politics Weir, the plan is to blow up the system. So in order to blow up the system, you got to blow the bubble really big. So the stock market, I don't think the stock market's going to crash till after the election. It can, because anything can happen, but today the stock market's down pretty big, 450 points already. That's when I checked a couple hours ago. It could be down more now. It could be down 1,000 points by the end of today. some of Bitcoin Ben's more recent videos. He's talking about something called the Fed Now. It's going to be some new program the Federal Reserve is implementing. And yeah, it's interesting. So I don't know. I just feel like the Federal Reserve, as we know it, in the way it exists now, won't exist much longer. I mean, just look at Libra coin as an example. Why did the regulators came down so hard on Libra? Because it threatened them. You know, you can't have other people thinking about money. You can't have the masses thinking about money in a different way. Like, wait, what? I thought the government issues these pieces of paper and we have to accept those as money. Wait, what? Facebook can just make money? Yeah. That's a game changer for people in people's minds. And I think Libra would be a great way to transition people over to Bitcoin. So yeah, I see Libra only is good for Bitcoin. Seems like it's probably not even going to get going. Yeah, so just to wrap it up on the national currency thing, I think Trump is he's a patriot. You know, he's a proud American, and I see him having the Treasury making money again. I can totally see that happening. And he's also a gold buddy, I believe. So I could see him taking us back to a gold standard. Which, if you want to know my opinions on gold standards, just watch my first video. I think Chris Wayne is completely right when it comes to this. Gold standards are terrible. I don't think there should be any standard in money. Governments, if they should exist at all, should just accept what the market is using. Any popular form of money that is circulating amongst merchants, governments should be willing and able to accept that. So, forcing one thing to be used in transactions for payments of debts led to the death of millions of people. So, I hope we don't go back to a gold standard, but I think Tyler Jenks and Peter Schiff and Jim Rickards, and a lot of people predicting a return to gold are going to be correct, unfortunately. So, but maybe not. Yet another reason I think we might be going back to a gold standard Weir's work. I think Weir's work on the Grand Canyon is probably true. I think there's a lot more gold that exists than one Olympic-sized swimming pool. And I think the United States has a lot of gold. And it should be good. You know, some people view that as bad. Like, this brings up, you know, scarce money versus abundant money, and which one's better. I think it needs to be, I think good money should be scarce. But even if there's 100 times the amount of gold in the world that we believe now, compare that to all the money that's been created, all the currency that's been created by central banks in paper and mostly digital form, and then add on top of that all the derivatives and side bets. quadrillions of dollars. Gold will still be very scarce in that scenario. So I think gold makes good money. I just don't think people should be forced to use anything as money. So anyway, check out Weir's work on gold standard and Alan Greenspan. It's like, why would Alan Greenspan, a gold bug, go work for the Federal Reserve if it wasn't to destroy them? And so Trump is all part of that plan. Check out Bix's work. He breaks it all down. I personally think Weir and X22 got it figured out. So a lot of the people I like Gregory Mannarino, Peter Schiff, Chris Duane, I think they misunderstand Trump, but I could be wrong. So I'm skeptical, and yeah, that's all I got to say about Trump and nationalizing the Fed. Next thing I want to talk about that's a threat to the Federal Reserve is precious metals. So gold is above 1,500 for the first time in a long time, and silver's above 17, and they're both showing some real strength lately. Looks like they're entering into a bull market, and I think Chris Duane and a lot of the other silver bugs are right, that silver's the Achilles heel and would expose the whole illusion. And I hope, like Jeff Berwick is recommending a lot of people to do, check it. I'll link below Jeff Berwick's video, about 10,000% gains. And it's not cryptos. He's talking about silver. Weir also has some good videos out recently talking about silver. You're gonna see, silver's gonna make what Bitcoin did look like nothing, And I believe it. As much as I believe in the long-term use of Bitcoin, I think we have a long way to go before metals aren't going to play a role. Precious metals and money. If we ever get to that, I think precious metals will always be a store of value. Even if Bitcoin becomes a better store of value and stands the test of time and becomes generational wealth that you can pass down from generation to generation, I think gold will still be passed down in that same fashion. So, they'll both be stores of value for a long time to come, as far as I can tell. Moving on. I want to talk about how the other day, how both Bitcoin and silver and gold, precious metals and Bitcoin, were showing a lot of strength. They're going up a lot in price, and the stock market was tanking. And I think we're seeing that Bitcoin, like gold and silver, are going to be a flight to safety. Nice to see silver and Bitcoin both going up at the same time. That's great. So one thing I wanted to touch on is a lot of people use the word collapse. A lot of people use the word reset, and a lot of people talk about a smooth transition or some sort of transition. And I think any one of those is possible. And I think in a way, a combination of two or maybe all three are possible. I mean, if you take out the word smooth, maybe rough transition, but we might be able avoid, what could be a worse collapse because of, politics and technology. Just depends which way this all goes and how the battle plays out. Because there is a battle going on, that's for sure. Just look at what's going on with Ethereum. Look at what's going on in all the Senate hearings. Look at what's going on with Vieira. What's going on with privacy coins. Look at what's going on with Litecoin. There's a lot of FUD going on out there on Litecoin. I think Weir and Charlie Lee pretty much destroyed all that FUD. Charlie Lee on Twitter with his tweet thread. I watch Crypto Tips. I like Heidi's work a lot. She mentioned she thought Charlie was digging himself a hole. I don't think so. I disagree. I think Charlie responded beautifully. Yeah, Weir has a great video on it. Check it out. I think Litecoin is a great project and is going to be around for a long time. Has use case and has people working on it really hard 24/7. So even if it's a handful of really, really amazing, smart people, it still has people working on it hard full time, and it has a really passionate community, and that's not going away. And Crypto Capital Venture also has some great videos on this. So I'll put that out there as well. But I love Heidi's work. She makes good videos. Check out Crypto Tips. I'll link to her video down below as well. But I think we will eventually transition to, the crypto future. But Bitcoin is, or Litecoin is money, sound money, gold and silver is sound money. I think all these things are going to coexist together. I don't think it's going to be a very smooth transition, though. I think there's going to be a lot of turbulence. We're starting to see it already with the increase in volatility are going back to a more local level. And I view communities building as a big part of that. And I think that you're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see people building communities. You're going to see little tiny home communities popping up, people trying to be self-sufficient. You'll see like cryptocurrency communities popping up, silver communities popping up, different little communities, and the power going back to more responsive, low levels. And a really cool currency that community currency I'm super passionate about, super stoked to actually be friends with the creator of this currency is Project 33 Coins by Marcel Braun. Amazing. Check it out. Should grab one right here. So here's one of my buddies' last coins he's doing. So this is a $100 coin. And it says an alternative is possible. Yeah, pretty much says it all right there. You don't need government currency. You got things like silver, which has thousands of years of history as being money. The government can create its own money if it wanted to. That isn't debt-based money, and they could spend money responsibly. Like Bill still suggests, like no such thing as government spending. The government should create money in abundance. That's another solution. Bitcoin is looking, Litecoin are looking like the number one, in my opinion, to become the next the solution going forward. But I love things like this. I think this has huge potential, and I think you're going to see a lot more stuff like this, and communities using money like this. I accept these in my store for my glass. Check it out. A Starship in every garage. If you want to get into this, recommend that people who are fans of alternative currencies take a look at these amazing pieces of art. I think these things are just amazing pieces of art that are going to be very collectible, very sought after, and yeah, similar to silver shooting. So that about does it for today's video. Kind of went over a lot of things, but I feel like the Federal Reserve, as we know it, won't be around much longer. It might be a couple years, a few years, but I think this whole world is going to change how we view money, and I think that kind of happened with Facebook announcing Libra coin. I mean, just look at the response that I got. I'll link some videos to Naomi Brockwell's videos about the hearing. She covered that excellent. I think that about does it. Everyone have a great day. Thanks for hanging out, watching this Glass Point session while I talk to you about crypto. Shout out to my main man, Brunel Washburn, for the music. He's amazing. Check out all his work. Check him out on Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud. He's everywhere.